We are experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be on the air in a moment.
Well, good morning and welcome back to kind of a sad day, but this trip has definitely been fulfilled, as you have seen. I know sometimes I wait till the last day to do kind of a resort tour, but you know, we're go, that there's no time. And I thought about doing it the first night I got here, which I started to, but got distracted. So we just ordered some breakfast from Winchell's, and boy, does it look good. Coffee, bagels.
Wait. That one's yours. That one's double toasted.
Oh, okay. So before we even get really started and I show the room, it was cleaner when we first got here, but we've DoorDashed, and I think I accidentally opted out of room service, well, to be them to come in and clean, and I've tried to keep it about as clean as possible, but sadly it looks as though we've been in here for a while, which we have. I mean, we haven't DoorDashed nearly as much. We budgeted to be able to eat in the parks a little bit more. Some places I showed, some places I didn't. Mostly the first and second days. There might be some pictures in between, I'm not sure. Lots of footage to review. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the tour. So we stay here at the Castle Inn and Suites at 1734 Harbor Boulevard, which just across the street is the Candy Cane Inn, and just down the street a bit is Catella Avenue. Used to be something next door, but it's completely abandoned. Actually, a little shopping center just down the street on the same side as we are. Just right in there, there's a Subway, a few extra shops. There's a pizza shop there, which actually we walked to at night. At dawn, there was this holographic pizza that she tripped over. Wish I'd have went back and filmed it, but I didn't even have my phone on me, and we never made it back to it. So she tripped over it, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Anyway, so if you come into this area and you're right around here, it's within walking distance of a Walgreens, a CVS pharmacy. There's also a 7-Eleven just tucked up in right over in here. And across the street literally is Disney's California Adventure. There is Mission Breakout from Guardians of the Galaxy, past Denny's, and then right there is an IHOP and a couple other things. This place was pretty cool looking at night as well. So just the front of this thing looks pretty cool. I remember passing it several times as a kid and wanting to stay here, and now I have. I'm gonna show you this thing at night. Hold on one second. Before I got a chance to eat it, I took a shower, but now we've come out and we're now taking a look around here at the outside of our hotel. She's taking pictures, of course. We're literally right across the street from DCA. There is Mission Breakout right there. What used to be Tower of Terror. That is a really cool mural on the stained glass there. Wow. Can you imagine having a room with that? Could you imagine having a room with that kind of a view, Sweetums?
Yeah, that'd be neat.
You want to live in the tower?
No.
You don't want to live in the tower? I'd rescue you.
I'd rescue myself. I'm scared of heights.
All right, what next?
There's not much else to look at at the hotel.
It's a really fun place. It was nice. It got us everything we needed. It was only a 7 to 8 minute walk right to property itself. Couldn't ask for more other than being literally right across the street. Over to the very majestic medieval looking lobby area. Look at the size of this chandelier and the upstairs. It's just got majestic medieval feeling, and look at the size of this chair. This was fun for Brad to take a picture in. Turning to the right here, there's a bit more seating, and I stopped for a whole minute and looked at this flickering lamp. And over here, oh, look at that mural, which looks really cool, as you saw at night. Continuing on here, there was a really cool suit of armor. I wanted to actually get in it. This is a really cool pic area. Take some pretty sick pics in here. A little bellhop cart, especially if you got a lot of luggage. They also have a public bathroom in here as well, which I think I'm going to use real quick. And always remember to wash your hands with soap and water, ladies and germs. Dry your hands with the appropriate amount of towels, as I'm doing here, and then you're clean. Of course, there's information brochures of stuff in the area, things you can do. And believe you me, there is a lot of stuff to do around the surrounding areas. I was talking with a gentleman at the front desk, and he believes that is a depiction of the opening day of Disneyland, just above the door. Pretty cool little area in there, I must say. So outside here in the court area, I'll start off. They have 4 floors. So here in the court area, they have 4 floors. We were on the 4th floor. Was not bad at all. There are 2 elevators that I'm aware of. One in this area, and then one just down right about there. Pretty convenient. The first day we got here, that night, it wasn't working quite well. So we got to take it up once, and then it went down. So we had to walk all the way down here in order to get it. But they got a fountain here just across from the lobby area. There is a couple vending machines. The Pepsi one has been out for a while since we got in here. But that's a pretty cool looking fountain. They're in the middle of fixing up the pool. So unfortunately, there was no pool time for us here. They did, however, made a deal with the hotel next door, the Anaheim hotel. We could prove that being a guest here would give us access to their pool. However, we did not take them up on that opportunity. So from where we were, there was a night window also right here. Walking up this way, there's another soda machine, and this one has been out the entire time we've been here. But that's okay. There is an ice machine, I think, on this level and a couple other levels. It is a little cloudy out, but it does usually burns off by about mid-afternoon-ish, sometimes a little earlier depending on the day. And of course, next to almost every area, there are stairs here, 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 and I think one over there, and there might be one more over there. I think only there. Every now and then I would go down the stairs, but didn't really like going back up those. Yeah, really got to get back into shape, lose some weight, and get moving. You can really hear them working. So as I said, the pool has been completely closed the entire time. It was full when we first got here, but then they drained it, and I want to say they put this thing in to help people that have handicap get more accessibility to the pool. And it looks like they painted and they put up this. I'm pretty sure it went down just shortly before we got here. So I'm not quite sure what this whole area is for exactly on both sides. I'm not quite sure. Never had a chance to really ask, and maybe I will the next time I come here. But yeah, pool was temporarily closed. So in this room is the guest laundry. The hours are 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. The last wash must be in by 9 o'clock. And this is as a courtesy to guests. Huh. And those are the prices. One of the washers has been out the entire time we have been here, but the dryer does work. It's $1.50 to wash, $1 to dry. Super easy to use. You put your coins in here for both, doesn't matter. And then you get to pick, once you get $1 in there, that's ready. And then once you get $1.50 in, it allows you access to this. This is the washer for down below. All washers are down below. All dryers are above. So it is very, very easy and accessible. No, pretty decent size. I got a decent load in there. And decent dryer. 34 minutes to wash, 44 minutes to dry. A little over an hour and 18 minutes, give or take. And then you're ready to rock and roll. So just across from where all the rooms-ish are and the laundry room and pool, there is a little grassy knoll. I don't know if I don't think pets are allowed. I'm not too overly sure, unless you got a service animal. But I would highly suggest that you clean up. Don't take my word for it. I'm not gonna fall on what I would call the hill that I am standing on for that one. But always check before you travel and stay at places. Definitely, for sure. So I did a quick look, and pets are not allowed at the Castle Inn and Suites. Only service animals are welcome at this property. The Anaheim Hotel, Motel 6 in Anaheim, Majestic Garden Hotel do accept, it seems. But always check before you travel with your pet. This is a public service announcement. I really like all these like gargoyle looking statue things on the end. They're pretty cool. And then of course the different flags and whatnot. Definitely gives it that medieval touch. Inside of the rooms, they're pretty standard, like most hotel rooms. You know, a lot are very comparable. Disney, especially itself, this is considered a good neighborhood hotel. So it's not owned by Disney, it's not run by Disney, although they do have Disney things in their lobby and whatnot. It runs to their own standards and whatnot. So anyway, really great place. I would definitely give this a 5 stars. 1 out of 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the greatest. I would definitely stay here again. And one good old castle wouldn't have a couple of towers. I saw a light on that one the other night. It'd be cool if you had that little area. Pretty sure that's why our room ceiling looks more vaulted. I have looked into the other rooms going down in different floors and stuff, and they all are a little bit closer. Like the ceilings are only that high, whereas you'll see ours here in a minute. Real quick, I don't know if it was intentional, but the weathering on that part of the roof definitely gives it that feel and ambiance. I like it. I like it a lot. Just little details I've noticed since I've been staying here and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, I've driven by this plenty of times as a kid. And I always was like, wonder what it's like to stay at that castle. Well, I've done it. Second floor has a Pepsi machine, which is out of commission, and I think on the third they have another.
Well, sadly, all the Pepsi machines at that resort weren't working, but guess what? They do here at home. Ooh, it's perfect. Pepsi perfect.
Ice machine. I didn't really check in over there. Basically, it just goes from this end right over here. There is no other side. There's nothing but a blank wall on the other side. So don't even worry about this. What you see in this little court area all the way to in here, from beginning over here to over here, is where everybody stays. There's nothing else that I am aware of.
So you're telling me there's no wall to Ba Sing Se? Only just a regular wall on the other side of that castle? Yep. And I don't have an arrow on top of my head either. Do you see me complaining? No, I don't, but... You know, I think this video is getting a little out of hand.
So let's go ahead and... There is an indicator over here that tells you where it is. Oh, it's on the second floor. It's coming down. Let's go ahead and get in. I said there is 4 floors, and we are on floor number 4. Heck of a view from up there. Right now it is checkout day, Tuesday, May 12th. We got here last Thursday, and we had, well, last Wednesday, and we had 5 days in the parks, and today's checkout day. And this is May of 2026. So as I got out here on the 4th floor, like I said, it is a pretty good view, and it wasn't too far to walk down to that Walgreens. We went down there the other night. There's this little shopping center, a few things in there, mostly food. We didn't try any of it. And this in between is this little empty lot of nothing but grass. Something used to be there. Pretty sure I have some footage of that. Looks like one time there was the Village Inn International. Right here, it's nothing but an empty field. As Doc Brown said, has been erased from existence. Well, when you know it, I actually did. So I had a feeling I might move that in. And what's cool is walking through these little areas. You can stand right in them, look down, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you got an imagination. Here's a better view of the pool area. Like I said, I don't know. I think this is just meant to look like that. Oh yeah, see there. Yeah, I don't think you can walk up there. Or at least you shouldn't be allowed to walk up there as a guest, I don't believe. I believe they were repainting this area. Looks like there's a shower in there. Because I see a drain right about there. Looks like there's a shower area. And you can get some water. The little water fountain. I'm pretty dang sure that was not there when we first got here. That seat to help people that are immobilized and have less chances of being able to go downstairs. And looks like they also repainted. It looks great. And pretty sure this is the hot tub and I think a little kiddie pool as well. Been here in room 427. So I'm gonna knock on the door. And the babykins is gonna open up. I kind of feel like Doc Brown. Where Marty opens it. Doc? So as you first walk in, a nice little seating area. They do have air conditioning. Like I said, we've been here for a little while. We have organized that for them to be able to come and take care of. There are 2 beds, 2 queen size beds, which were pretty decent. It's not home, but it was pretty decent. This is definitely well lived in. She used this area as her staging area to getting ready. Hi, babies. Bradley was over here. Of course, Lewis, as you saw him get. I was giving you Lewis. I was handing him to you.
Dropped him on him.
Teenagers. You give them an inch, they'll walk all over you. So there was a nice little hutch wardrobe area. We had a microwave and a refrigerator. a really old school looking TV. Not super old school, but definitely they don't make these anymore. They're a lot flatter. It doesn't take up as much space. We got Wenchels this morning. Good stuff. Over here, there is absolutely nothing. She used the little luggage rack to keep her phone there during the night. It's a decent size hutch. Had my clothes down in there. Sat up there. I think I have some footage in. If you're tall enough, you can put some stuff up here, which I did. Nice little full-size mirror. Decent area to put all your stuff, like his and her says. I actually kept that right there the entire time. It's a decent sized mirror. Come in here. You got your commode, trash can. Actually a pretty decent size shower. But if you're tall, like me, or taller, you have to bend down a little bit. So it's not too bad. Definitely deep enough for you to soak in here. If you're coming here and you're worried about what you're gonna bring, they do accommodate with Terra Green conditioning shampoo and Terra Green hand and body wash. Nice pumps. This actually smells really good. I did, however, bring my own towels. They were super cheap. I'm leaving them here. So yeah, pretty decent. And it wasn't that far of a walk to Disney property. So that's the place. And we hope you guys enjoyed it. And I don't know what else to say other than this is chronicalized. Like I said, today is checkout day. It's a little sad, but we're anxious to get home. We have one more stop to make tonight, a little layover in Boston, and then we're back home in the Farmington, Franklin J. County, Maine. I said that just to get that face. I don't know why. It makes me laugh. You make a great face, babies. Well, we love you guys. You guys stay safe.
Stay strong.
And stay positive, and we'll see you later. Later, dudes. Look, man, I don't mind you being in these videos, but when I'm in the middle of editing, why in the heck do you have to pipe in and act so weird?
Well, I don't know. I just thought it was funny. You know, I just can't help it.
You know what? Both of you. This video's over. Stop. You stop. And you guys, this video's over. See you later. Where'd he come from?